Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again, episode 99 of At Face Value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Will.
Super pumped to have you back again for another week. Still got the World Cup going on. That's about it. Not too much going on in the world right now. Uh, MLB draft happened this weekend. I don't know how much y'all really paid it to how much attention y'all paid to it, but we can talk
A
about
little
that a
bit.
little bit if y'all got something to touch on that. But other than that, we'll just see what happens. So let's get rolling some hugs and hikes. So Lucas, you want to get us started?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give my hug. It's kind of a like a sad hug because the World Cup is coming to an end. Um, it's been an awesome tournament. Almost every knockout game has been absolutely flawless. Um, but I'm a little upset and sad because now I have to wait another 6 weeks to start betting again and winning because college football starts. But dude, just absolute heater throughout the knockout stages of this World Cup. I think
Yes.
I'm up like 18 units or something since the knockout started. It is wild. Um, it's just been great for me. I wish they played this every 2 years instead of every 4 years. I think it would be awesome for the game. Obviously, every 4 years makes it a little bit more intriguing for people just because you're missing it for so long. But like the Copa America, the Euros, it just doesn't do it the same as the World Cup does when you have this big tournament like this. But I'm sure Infantino, the president of FIFA, would be more than happy to do it every 2 years just to make more money to
Yeah,
put in his
more money.
pocket.
Yeah,
Um, they're looking at extending the tournament to 64 teams now as well, which I kind of hate that honestly, but actually I really hate that. But to each their own. Whatever. You're going to get Guatemala and all these other countries in. It is what it is. But then you see Cape Verde do what they did,
hmm
which
I was about to say, come on now, 2014 playoff guy. You can't be cheering for one and hating the other.
no. But again, I would never. 24 is max, bro. Like there's no higher than that. In college football, we don't need it. If you got to 64 teams in college football, that is wild.
Oh
Just
my
like this
gosh,
is.
dude.
Just like this.
It'd be year-round
Um,
football.
yeah, seriously. Um, But yeah, it's sad it's coming to an end. I'm upset, but got potentially Spain and France a potential all-time classic game. England and Argentina. I don't know if you have seen the backstory about that with the Falkland Islands. Like
No.
it's oh dude, it's crazy if you don't know the story. So um the British, it was like a British territory that's like right off the coast of Argentina, and they've been having like political disputes over the island for 50, 60 years, and to the point where no Argentinian referee can referee an English game, like because they hate each other so much. So this
Wow.
game is going to be wild. It's going to be great. So
I saw it's
um,
the first time in I don't remember how long where it's like the top four teams are the four semifinalists. So I mean
yeah,
that alone should make it electric. So some
I mean,
crazy
just
matchups.
just the top eight was pretty much the Euros. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you had Morocco and Argentina. I think were the only two teams not from Europe in the
True.
quarterfinals. So. But yeah, it's been an awesome tournament, and sad it's coming to an end.
For sure. What about you, Will?
It's kind of piggybacking off of Lucas's here because I'm staying World Cup, but it's to me my hug goes to the USA as a host. I
Yeah,
think we knocked this out of the park, man. I think this proves why I think the US is geared to host tournaments like this, maybe more so than any other country.
absolutely.
Because you see, like, even a lot of fans can't coming here having preconceived notions about how we are. So many of them have had that completely erased. We didn't have to build any new facilities. We didn't have to tear other things down or all this stuff where you see in some of these other countries, they build these grand, attractive places that just turn into ruins. We already have them here. We're such a diverse country already, so a lot of these people are coming over here and meeting up with cultures and everything. I think I don't know. I just think it's continues to prove that the U.S. should get to host more things like this. I know they need to try to go everywhere, all over the world and stuff, but I think we really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think about this quite often. I mean, realistically, the state of Texas could host the World Cup
Yes,
with the infrastructure
100%.
that's already in the state of Texas. And so doing it across obviously the United States is awesome just to get the different again, East Coast people are different than West Coast, we're different than South. So it's good to see all the different cultures of the country. But yeah, it's been really fun to watch, and I feel like it's given a lot of the people who live here like an eye opening, like, hey, maybe it's not that bad here,
Yeah,
you
you hope
know?
so anyway, because it's really
Yeah,
not.
no, I mean it's been awesome. I mean, if there's any complaint, I guess you could have, it's probably the heat, because all these countries are not used to that type of heat. But so many of these stadiums are also climate control too, though, so it's not like they're out in the element as much. But I don't know. It's just been you see the fan interaction, and I'm not talking about USA fan. I'm talking about world stage people coming in here. Travel to the US. Not always easy depending on stuff, but I think we made it. I didn't. There wasn't too much issues, so I think all around, top to bottom, they've done a great job hosting. I saw someone propose US should host it once every 12 years, so once every three terms. I love that. I'll
But
get on board with that.
the infrastructure is so good. So the Copa America is pretty much the every 4 years it's played typically. So it's in between the World Cup cycles. It's a South American tournament. It's been hosted in the U.S. multiple times now. Like they don't even play it in South America anymore. They come to the U.S. and I think we're actually hosting the next one.
Hmm.
And so even these tournaments are coming to the United States to play, just because the infrastructure is already set up. And if you think about how many immigrants from Argentina, Brazil live in the United States already. So there's a fan base that already is living here in the United States. Colombian, Venezuelan, like
That's
there's a lot of
already
immigrants
have
that
it
live here,
correct.
and with this World Cup, they're finally going to get to see their home country play in a World Cup as well. While this has been going on, because I mean, you saw the Portugal Spain game in Dallas. Like there were quite a few Portuguese fans there. Like
Yeah.
there's no way that many people from Portugal, maybe, but um, traveled all this way. Like I would assume there's a pretty big Portuguese contingent in the United States, like around the country. But yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm gonna change directions. I'm gonna go over to baseball. So, didn't watch a second of it, but was gonna give a hug to Jordan Walker of the St. Louis Cardinals for coming back. So the new format. So Will actually just told us about this right before the podcast, but they went back to swings instead of time, and so they finally get 15 swings. So hometown hero Kyle Schwarber, 11 home runs and 15 swings, and you're thinking, well, he's gonna win it because how are you gonna beat that? And then Jordan Walker, first ever Cardinal to win the home run derby, hits 12 home runs and 15 swings. So
Crazy.
kind of crazy. So yeah, but so yeah, big shout out to him for getting that big highlight.
While I was talking about the U.S. stuff is when I saw that he came back and won, and yeah, again, didn't I'm with Brian here. Didn't watch a second of it. I was already I was yelling at the guys a while ago about this all these stupid dang streaming stuff. It's on Netflix now. Like whatever. It's another tangent to go off on, but yeah, I thought that was totally over when Schwarber goes 11 of 15, and then he comes in and goes 12 of 15.
It's great. I actually
Wild.
saw a highlight of the year that Josh Hamilton just went absolutely ham in Yankee Stadium. I don't know if y'all remember that one. Hit
Absolutely.
28 home runs in the
28
first
bombs.
round, hitting like 500-foot tanks, just nuking. So it's kind of cool to see those old school ones too. Back in the good old days. But yeah, shout out to Jordan Walker though. So who uh who can name me the starting pitchers for the MLB All Star game tomorrow? Go ahead, Will. Who's starting tomorrow?
It's Dylan Cease versus the Phillies pitcher. What's his first name? Is it
Nola.
Sanchez, right?
Yeah, Chris,
Sanchez.
Chris, yeah, Chris Sanchez. Yep.
Sanchez. I read this a couple days ago when it got announced. The only reason I know, I didn't even think I knew Sanchez was having an All-Star season. I didn't know Dylan Cease was, or even if he is.
He's 6-4 with a 2.56 ERA. So I mean, it's for like his prime standards, it's lower, but I mean, still a solid season.
Yeah, that's a very solid season when you consider the Toronto Blue Jays, who were 1 out, 2 outs away from winning the World Series,
Hmm.
are dead last in the AL East. So for him to have a 2.5 ERA with that offense behind him, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. So we'll see. I saw Shohei. He's got some sort of injury, so he's not playing or something. And
I saw it's like his knee, right?
yeah,
Something's going on with his knee.
Th- this thing's getting the baseball All-Star games turning into like the Pro Bowl to a certain extent, where like
yes,
there's so many replacement guys that we've got a 20 whatever it is 25 man team is like 50 something All-Stars because they just keep getting replaced and replaced and replaced.
well, once they went away from the winner getting to host the World Series, that's when you saw the opt out start and just the whole format of the
Yeah.
All Star game just changed
I
completely.
mean, yeah, like there's guys with they're making up injuries to say that they need the rest for the week. They
Yeah,
don't want to play in the game. Like,
hey, I'd be more than happy
uh,
if Jordan found a way to find a mystery injury to not have to play tomorrow because
I,
that dude just anytime he's playing bonus games, it makes me nervous.
I don't think he has to find a mystery one. They can just claim knees.
Yeah, for sure.
The
He's
Astros are
only
good at
he's
doing
only
that
DHing
anyway.
though at least, so it worked.
I did see that he is only DHing, which makes me feel a lot better.
Please don't put him in the field.
No,
But yeah,
no.
I guess sticking with baseball, saw the draft. I mean, got a couple guys. So they drafted a dude, outfielder out of Texas Tech. That was their first pick. Apparently, he's got good pop. Not a great defensive player, which that's always a hit or miss. So I guess we'll see what kind of guys the Astros end up with. And I mean, the biggest thing, obviously, we've talked about multiple times, is just needing to boost the farm somehow because there's no trade pieces. There's nobody to bring up. It's just you're just dealing with what you got right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But that's enough about baseball. So let's go over the World Cup. Uh, we've gone through our pain and sorrow over the last couple weeks. We struggled through last week. Just didn't do the pod. It gave us an extra week to sulk and all that. So just the United States, you know, wet fart of a round of 16. I guess my biggest question. I know we texted a lot about it, Lucas. I mean, like realistically, like does the United States ever have like a legitimate shot of ever like getting to the next level?
I mean, they do, but again, you have to have a big like revolution of all, like these young kids just going overseas and playing. And I think I mentioned in the group chat, like I feel like there's not a lot of young talent going overseas right now. And a lot of the dual internationals are picking Mexico over the US right now as well,
Hmm.
which is not a good sign. So, I mean, we'll see. We have at least one more run with this kind of generation of players. Then we got one more World Cup. Um, the problem is on defense. Obviously, we saw the issue with the goalkeeping situation as well. Tim Ream will most likely not be in the next World Cup roster with at
No,
his age. Um, Chris Richards is a very good defender, but I mean, I don't know who they're going to pair him with. So yeah, it's going to be tough. And again, this is not a great Belgium team either. This isn't the Belgium team that we played 8 years ago.
no.
Um, they're a lot older, not as dynamic attacking. They had the dude who absolutely dunked on Tim Ream. The dude was like 6'7", just bodied him. Um, so That's definitely disheartening because if we played like that against Spain or France, we'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's, I don't know if ever in our lifetime we'll see that big of a jump. To be honest,
I was telling Will too. Go ahead.
my hike was to Tim Howard, but maybe he was right a few weeks ago.
Yeah, true that. So yeah, I don't know. We it's gonna be interesting because I was telling Will how like there's now like articles coming out on whether or not Mauricio Pochettino should continue to be the manager of the United States. Which I mean, like
I
I
don't see
saw
why.
one. I mean, well, like the argument was like just because of the way that they performed on such a big stage, things like that. But then, like on the other side, like my argument is like he wasn't even the manager for two. He hadn't even been the manager for 2 full years. So like, there's not really too much you can put into that. Plus, I mean, at the end of the day, you can set up whatever you want to set, but players got to play, and they did not play in that game.
Absolutely. Another thing too, like Balogun started, obviously. I feel like that was just as big of a distraction as anything. Like the players just weren't focused. They were like, I think there was too much noise going on outside and they couldn't block it. Which is why their first goal, they let that ball just drop in the box with three players around it. Like
Yeah,
again, I don't see how that's on Poch. Number one, number two, who are you gonna get? Who are we
exactly.
gonna get here? Like this is a proven Premier League manager. Took a shit Tottenham team because Tottenham is always shit, but took Tottenham to a Champions League final. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah,
Uh, like, if anything, Poch is going to leave to go take another job somewhere else.
exactly.
Like, we need him. He doesn't need us. Like that. Let's don't get that twisted.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, man, like even just starting these conversations where people start becoming divided on whether or not he should stay or not, I'm like, that alone could push him out. I mean, like, because like you said, he could just be like, well, I don't need this. I can go get a job somewhere else and
Like,
get paid as much or more and be fine. Like,
yeah, and then we go get Bearhalter back. What are we gonna like? Realistically, what are our options here? Like that was
yeah,
like a flashy signing as a manager for a national team that's hosting a World Cup, and I don't know what the contract agreement was, but I don't even know if he like was it for him to be here past the World Cup anyway? Like was he just here temporarily because we're hosting? We wanted to make a splash in the World Cup that we're hosting. I don't know,
yeah. I know they've been
but
talking about contract extension, but I don't know if that means like it's about to come to an end or if they're just trying to plan out like in the
they
future or what. But
should, or at least
yeah,
give him a a qualifying cycle and see what happens. Like
yeah,
it's not like we played bad soccer, but we had one game. It just happened to be the worst one where we went to sleep at the
yeah.
back multiple times. Like it's the
Just
final
a
score was 4-1, but
yeah,
it was
It's,
closer than that.
it's 4-1. It was essentially a 2-1 game that one of the most historically awful goalie plays of all time, and then a garbage time goal, if you want to call it
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
like we were up, like not in the score line, but we were up in the momentum of the game, pushing to score an equalizer. Like we were
Yes.
pinning them
Attacking.
back and
Yes.
pinning them back, and then one long ball over the top, and that happens, and it's 3-1 and game's over. Heads start hanging. It's done.
yeah.
Like it's not like the Netherlands game from Qatar where we were just outclassed. Like there's no two ways around that. Like they were just better. But here we beat ourselves, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I want
Ideally, we
to.
have. You go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, y'all finish all y'all's important points because mine isn't important. It's more of a hypothetical, but I just want to
I was
throw it at
just
y'all. So
I was just saying. Ideally, we have a bigger, stronger defender in the back too. Like instead of Ream getting absolutely teabagged to freaking get a goal,
Yeah,
like he got absolutely run through. Um, but again, like that's what separates the great teams from the good teams because like Gabriel or William Saliba. I mean, Gabriel got dunked on during the tournament too for Brazil, but. Like some of those top end defenders, like Van Dyke, like they're not going to get bullied around like that, and we just don't have that.
Yeah,
But it's just not in
gotta
our system,
gotta find a way to scour the earth for a goalie somewhere and a couple more defensive guys because
dude. I guarantee. Like I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say
I
put
mean,
Kawhi Leonard's ass in goal, dude. If you put Kawhi in there, dude, the dude's wingspan, his hands are huge. I know this. I know this take gets said all the time. Go ahead, Will. You're probably going the same route as I am.
we are going this. I don't know if you're going the same route I'm going, but all these dudes that are, I guess they make it like D1 basketball and stuff, but if you could identify these guys in like middle to early high school and be like, hey, I know you're decent at basketball, but are you really going to ever make the league? What if we put you in goalie and you could be an international star? Because
Dude,
we have so many 6'5" and up dudes just hanging out in this country
playing in
that
yes.
Victoria College,
seriously, Lucas, I mean, like, and I'm not, and they have some sort of athleticism,
absolutely.
and they're just, I mean, I know they love basketball. Basketball's a lot more fun. It's a lot more sexy in this country, but you're not going anywhere. Let's just be honest with yourself. You're not getting nowhere. I know it's all of our dreams. It's not happening.
But for some of these kids, though, it's obviously more fun. But at the end of the day, they're trying to grind to make the league to make a good paycheck too. Like as a goalie, you make millions and millions of dollars. Like
Yes. Yes.
To spend 6 years in the summer league or in the G League and at the yeah no, I mean yeah I guess we were headed the same way with that, but we have such a wasted amount of height of athletes in this
Well,
country that
but
you
that's
can't
really,
tell
I
me we
mean,
can't find somebody to put in goal.
but that's even the stuff that I've seen. Like they gave examples. They're like, if Erlen Holland, if he was American, by the time he was in second grade, like they're putting that dude on like at tight end, and he's playing for the Chiefs or something right now. Like he's not
yeah,
playing soccer in America. Or like
but
Kylian Mbappe, like he's a slot receiver. Like he's not freaking like playing.
but
He's not playing for France. Like
but the thing is, Brian, there's one Holland in all of Norway. There's probably 1,000 Hollands in the United States. They're
true.
just not playing soccer.
Yeah.
Like at his size, speed, like explosion, like you can find a 6'5", 220, 230 pound dude at a D3 football team here in the United States
Yeah.
that plays tight end.
Hey, like this is the extent to where you're going here. How about we hone your skills over here, and you have the
That's what I'm
potential to go make a lot of money.
So
that's what I'm
that,
saying, man.
Yeah.
but that's always my argument too, though. Like in these athletes that don't ever get exposed to soccer, like people are like, "Oh, it's a skill. Like you have to just be born with them." Like you don't understand how athletic some of these guys are in this country, like that play. Like you have, like look at Jimmy Graham. Like that's the kind of the first one who made the switch from basketball to tight end. Like he never played football his entire career, and he just made switch to flip and is an all
Yeah.
pro tight end.
You
Like
mentioned
you
you mentioned
you can't
if Jimmy Graham was in net.
you can't tell me if you start Jimmy Graham when he's 14 in goal, he won't figure out how to use his feet and block a ball.
Yeah.
Like I you just can't
I mean,
you can't make that argument. Like I make the LeBron James argument all the time. Yeah, he's built and he plays very good basketball, but he also probably started playing basketball when he was like 4 years old. Put a soccer ball in his under his feet when he's 4 years old. He's gonna figure it out because he's just that athletic. Like he's just born naturally gifted with athleticism. Like
Well, I think that's part of the point too. Like, cause I know like Michael, like he made the point like about availability. Like you look at how much it just costs just to invest into soccer and play in these travel leagues and playing things like that. Like if you make it more available and accessible, I mean, look at these other countries. Like a lot of these like poor countries, like they're not charging $6,000 for you to play year round soccer. Like
but
they're gonna find a way for you to play.
But the counter argument to that is that's what AAU basketball charges. Like that's what select baseball charges, and parents are paying that. It's just the sport that they want to play that's flashy in the United States.
Yeah,
Like I know kids that play travel baseball that pay uh, more than 6,000 a year.
true.
You
I
know,
think you'll see an uptick in soccer activities after this World Cup in the U.S.
I hope so. I feel like it has every World Cup cycle that the U.S. has been in. There has been an uptick, but I think that because this one was in the United States, like we've already had that kind of little bit of growth, and now that this is in the United States, and more like you see like I Show Speed or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Speed, like the YouTuber, like kids follow him big time. Like there's a lot of kids that like watch his content and he's all about soccer. Like I think he's done just as much to grow the game as just the World Cup being here, especially for the younger generation. So
And it's not even just watching our guys. It's getting to watch Messi. It's getting to watch Mbappe.
Yes.
You're seeing all these guys that unless you're a big, European soccer fan, you're probably not tuning into this ever.
and you have no
So
idea who those guys are.
so now you're seeing this out at and you're getting to watch it in prime time in the U.S. All this stuff. So
Well,
I
and
think
that's the
Well,
it'll be
thing
good.
too. And that's the thing about like a guy like Messi. Like obviously he's a special talent and it takes way more than just learning it to get to that level. But look at his size. I mean, like the dude's 5 foot 540 pounds and he's the greatest soccer player to ever play. Like and it's just like you look at things like that and you put in perspective, like if I'm 5 foot five, like I'm not gonna make it in the NBA or football or realistically baseball. I mean, like there's been very few exceptions in baseball even. So like in soccer, like if you're quick and on the ball and you can develop those skills, I mean, who's to say you don't get a chance?
and it's almost like basketball. Like obviously you have to be height advantage, you have to all that stuff, but soccer's very similar to basketball. It's all about angles, right? Like you see Luka Doncic, that dude's not the most athletic on the court. That dude looks like he's a an accountant on the weekends, right? You walking on the street, you don't think that guy's an NBA basketball player, but he's so smart, his IQ's so high, and he knows angles very well where he can make passes where nobody sees that. That's same thing with soccer. Like you don't have to be the most athletic, and like if you know the sport very well and you can obviously you have to make the pass and everything, but you can make it work, you know. Uh,
We'll
I
keep
really
hoping.
hope it takes off, but I know Will's not going to be one. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that start watching soccer. Like once the Premier League kicks back off, I think they're going to keep going. I know there's
Yeah.
multiple people like I think Kirk Herbstreit was one of the people who was like infatuated with the World Cup, and he's like, "Give me a team, I'm going to start following this." Because I mean, it is intriguing once you kind of learn the game a little bit and like sit down and watch it and study it just a little.
Well, and then like going back to the point of like these fans coming over too, like seeing the passion behind it, like I mean, people will buy into that alone, like just the passion of the sport.
For sure.
But
And like big sports sickos also want a new challenge. It's like
Yeah.
this is like the new toy. You don't really get to follow this kind of sport that much, so it's something for all the like I said, all the sickos to go dive off into and learn something new that they're not really that in tune with.
Yeah.
does that include you?
That does include me because I have spent more time when I've watched these games trying to understand. I've learned so much just about the rules in watching the probably 4 or 5 games that I've watched front to, from kickoff to the end. And I'm like, oh, I knew that happened, never knew how it happened or what caused it. But I
Yeah.
mean, I've learned a lot of that already. So that's just going to continue to build.
For sure. I just realized I skipped our hikes. You got a hike, Lucas?
Uh yeah, dude, it has nothing to do with sports. Well, I can make it about soccer too. The kickoff time for these semifinals are absolutely asinine. Like we're getting 2 and 3 o'clock p.m. kickoffs for the two semifinals tomorrow and on Wednesday.
Does that have something to do with their home country's timing?
this is already set in
Oh,
stone. Like
this is set. Okay,
this has to do with the European market. Like it's going to be prime time over there.
gotcha.
And in a sense, I kind of understand, right? There's more than double the amount of population in Europe compared to the United States. But I mean, come on, we're hosting the damn thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy, but and for sure there's going to be more eyes on the games in Europe than there will be here. Granted, there's still going to be eyes on the game here, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was just kind of a hike that I was thinking about too. But the other one was I spent all freaking weekend in a car dealerships. Like that whole process can absolutely take a hike. Shopping for cars absolutely sucks ass. Like I
Yes.
hate it. That's why Carvana is probably doing as well as it is, so people don't have to sit in a freaking showroom for 5 hours. So yeah, that was my weekend. I didn't even get to freaking watch the England uh the England game
Norway.
in England Norway because I was stuck in a freaking cubicle trying to buy a new vehicle. So stupid. But yeah,
Golly.
yeah.
Agreed. What about you, Will?
Sensors and balls.
What? Uh,
S- Sensors and balls can take a hike, or maybe it's just FIFA that can take a hike. I'm not too sure. If you guys remember, this is a few games back. All these balls in the World Cup have these sensors in them, and they were able to decide that a ball hit a guy's hair, which proved that he was offsides, and I believed it wiped away a goal.
They did.
yes.
But I didn't see it. I didn't go do my research on it. From what I've read and listened to, the majority of people are so sure that this ball in the England Norway game hit a wire, which should have
Yes.
been a drop ball. The video apparently looks like it hits the wire, and FIFA comes out and says the sensor did not detect that it hit a wire. It can detect a human hair follicle, boys, but
Yeah.
it couldn't detect it hit the wire.
Yeah.
It was
So
too high. It was too high.
it was too
Yeah.
high.
The
Went
sensor
out of
doesn't go that
range.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh
Lost Bluetooth
yeah.
connection.
I see now. I see now. Yeah. This just all that told me was, oh, this was just a way for FIFA to pull the strings they wanted to pull. Make sure the
Which
teams got who they wanted to get through.
yeah.
But yeah, the whole that showed me that was just a load of crap. But
Yeah.
We might have talked about it and it might be coming soon. Can we put those sensors in the football instead of using two
Please.
sticks and a chain,
Please.
please?
I mean, pretty sure this just proved that the sensors don't work.
That's for
Or
touching. I'm talking GPS that bitch. Because,
Yes.
so then Roger
dude,
Goodell can make the call winner. I don't want them to get a first down. Okay, yes, they can have a first down.
Yeah.
it's better than a freaking eyeballing it with a chain and two freaking sticks.
Yes.
It is funny how s- we are so eager to change certain things in these sports. Then there's some things that are just, nope, can't change them. Got to stay. Got to keep that one.
Like
Yes.
Let
the
let let's
linesman and the
keep the
spotter is running and trying to keep up with these 4-4 sprinting athletes and like, oh, this is where it was spotted. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut down the line here. This is it. It's right
Yeah.
here.
Close
Dude, you
enough.
let's
don't
keep the
know.
very dangerous solid object 2 feet off the off the out of bounds where these very large, fast moving men can dive onto.
Yes.
And let's
Yeah.
keep allowing 83-year-old men to run with them and risk their own health.
Again, you put a GPS on the ends of the football. You can tell exactly where you spot it. There's no questioning it. I don't know.
I would say just
That might be
the VAR alone, where it shows like the ball going completely over the line for a goal or not. Like
yeah.
it's not that hard.
Look at how we talked about Wimbledon. Look at how precise it is in tennis. Like that ball's going quick, and it literally will tell you if it touched the line or not.
Yes.
You can't tell me the technology is not already there for the NFL or college football.
I mean, the fact that baseball
And
has
if
evolved enough to put ABS into the game before the NFL We just put one little chip on both ends of the ball, just tells you everything you need to know.
And if the technology's not there, I'm gonna make that technology and retire at 40. I should put the patent in now
Yeah, just start working on it now.
and make the NFL pay me for my intellectual property.
You can start your research center in Texas A&M Victoria University. So,
Hell yeah, dude.
well, I'm kind of going
Crazy.
off sort of like Will, but I was gonna give my hype to the use of VAR in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I get the point behind VAR, and there's a lot of situations where it's deemed, but it's just gotten to a point where they're reviewing things that in the past they had no business ever reviewing, and so now it's just gotten out of hand. And I mean, like for them, like for example, like the Egypt Argentina game where Egypt does a full field counter, goes all the way down, gets the goal, and then they go all the way back and review on the complete other end of the field to determine there was a foul and negate the goal. Like, it's just absolutely asinine. Like just situations like that where the use of VAR, like it's just gotten out of hand so quickly already. Just crazy.
Well, that's the part to me. It's there has to be some sort of limitations. To where if you want to review that, you need to review it in the moment. Like, I don't care. You got to stop play.
Yeah.
You can't let it get that far and then come back.
So this has happened again. If you watch Premier League, this has happened multiple times where the foul happens 30, 45 seconds before the goal scored and they've called things back. It has happened. But the thing that VAR, like the whole verbiage of it, it should be a clear and obvious error, right? And
Yes.
like you said, they're reviewing things like if it's clear and obvious, it shouldn't take 3 minutes to decide, hey, were we wrong on this? If it's clear and obvious, like it should be a quick thing. Let's get going. Let's play the game. Um,
Yes.
and so I agreed. And obviously with things like fouls, it's subjective. And the thing that really frustrates me about VAR is everything's going to look so much worse if you slow it down frame by frame. Like in real time, if you like, they need to just give them full speed. We're not slowing this down. Like full speed, let's see what happened. If in full speed it looks like a normal like challenge that happens because it's a contact sport, it is what it is. But if you slow it down frame by frame, every single stud on the back of a leg is going to look like it's a red card
Yes.
offense. Like it's they need to figure that out and not make it look so bad for these guys who have to go to the monitor and look at it, of course. And that's another thing. I've watched a lot of soccer in my lifetime, and since VAR, I've watched even more. I don't think I've ever seen one time where the referee goes to the screen and they don't change the decision. Like if they're going to the screen, it's overturned. Like you can guarantee it. So if
Yeah.
there was like a no penalty, they said it was not a penalty, and the VAR says go look at the screen, they're going to give the penalty, or vice versa.
Hmm.
It's just cut that out. Just let the people in the back room make the decision. Then, if that's going to be the case, it's just wasting time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let them
So
make the call and move on. And it takes away from the game too, because like in the game where like Norway scores a second goal against England, and you see them cheering, but then they're also just turning and just staring at the referee while cheering, just waiting for it to go to review to potentially overturn. Like just it takes away from the pace of the game completely.
and did y'all end up seeing the Swiss Argentina game?
Yes, that was
Like,
wild.
did you see that, Will, or no?
No
So,
chance.
so what happened was the Imbolo, he's the Swiss striker. He had a yellow card already earlier in the game. The Argentinian guy like barely tapped him on the back of the leg, and he went down. And they gave the Argentina guy a yellow card for the foul. It wasn't, but then the referee went to the monitor and said, no, that wasn't a foul. He took away the guy's yellow card, gave it to Embolo, which made it a second yellow, and he was out for two yellows turned into a red.
Gotcha.
Which like I don't think that was the point of the rule. It wasn't to like. the referee made a mistake for giving the Argentinian guy a yellow card. So because he made the mistake, that allowed him to go look at the monitor to then reverse it like a Uno reverse. Like, nope, you actually get the yellow. You're out. It's a little fishy. And again, it doesn't make a case for all the people who are questioning how if it's rigged for Argentina and Messi,
Hmm.
because there's a lot of people that obviously think that that's the case, which the way FIFA is, it's not. That wouldn't be the most surprising thing ever. So
Well, isn't Egypt like actively like in the protest process or something of like their game against
probably,
Argentina?
probably. But I mean, dude, soccer's just corrupt in general, man. Like, if
Yeah.
you go look up the AFCON final, the African Cup of Nations, I don't know if y'all saw that. Like,
Mm-mm.
so it was Morocco versus Senegal. Like, the referee gave Morocco like this crazy dodgy penalty, so all the Senegalese players literally walked off the pitch. Like they literally
Wow.
walked. It was in a final. Like this is for a major trophy. They just left. They went in the locker room. They said, "We're not playing until like this is corrupt." And so they came back out, and they ended up like saving the penalty and ended up winning in extra time. Senegal did, but
Wow.
then the African like confederations stripped Senegal of the title because they left the pitch. And so Morocco ended up winning. Like they gave the title to Morocco. Just like yeah,
Just
it's
feeds into the narrative. It's like all it does.
yeah, yeah. So corruption in soccer's no new thing.
I mean, even just look at the Balogun deal. I mean, like FIFA's like we're not going to overturn it, and then all of a sudden Trump calls the FIFA
Yeah,
commissioner, and then all of a sudden the call gets changed. Like even just little things like that, where it's just like man, like just crazy.
yeah.
But
Agreed.
I don't know. But yeah,
Um,
but all these calls that have been going in Argentina's favor, though, I mean, they're not doing themselves any favors with that. I mean, just between the
the
Egypt game
narrative,
and the second yellow, I mean, just things like that. It's just not helping their case.
no,
But
not at all. Who got in the final?
man, well, depending on the corruption, I think England's going to beat Argentina. Honestly,
I do
England's
too.
been looking really well. I mean, they looked good in their last game against Norway, and Declan Rice didn't even play. Like which I thought was crazy. And then Saka only
Dude,
played in the second half.
dude, Declan Rice, I think he ended up coming in a little bit, but he's been sick for the past 5 days with food poisoning.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well, I
but I
knew
think
that they. I
he
think they
came
said
in.
oh, okay, because I knew that they were sitting him too because he's sitting on a yellow, so they didn't
Yeah,
want
but
him
he's been
to get a
sick.
second yellow.
Yeah,
But no, and then I mean, dude, like Spain's good, but man, like France has just been on another level, dude. Like I don't see anybody beating France, honestly.
I think, yeah, I got France winning it.
winning it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So before the tournament started, I picked England to win it all this year, which I'm gonna keep rolling with that. I honestly think Spain can beat France, man. They did in the Euros. Spain won the last Euros. They beat England in the final. They beat France 2-1. Um, I don't know if you knew this, but Spain hasn't given up a first half goal. They gave up one against Belgium, but the last time they gave up a first half goal in a World Cup game was, I think, 2018.
Jeez.
Like that goal against Belgium was the first goal they've given up all tournament.
Yeah, that part is insane. Like
Like
That's
it's gonna
impressive.
it's gonna be an unbelievable game to watch because Spain is gonna keep the ball all game and France is gonna let them. Like France is gonna try to hit them on a counter with their speed, with Mbappe, with Dembele, with Olise. Like it's gonna be fascinating to watch. Um,
does it have the potential for another 5-4 score like they had in the UEFA last summer? They played in the UEFA Nations League in the semifinals last summer and Spain won 5-4.
I don't think so.
That would be insane.
I don't think so. But I mean, I think Spain can go through. I think that's a coin flip game. They're both really
Mm.
good. I think England's better than Argentina. I think England's midfield's just too good. Um,
Well, and
Harry
Argentina's been
Kane,
playing with fire the last few games
for
too.
sure, for sure. Jude Bellingham is on another level
Oh
right
yeah.
now. Dude is
Well,
really
he's
good.
played himself into the Golden Boot, right? Isn't he
Yeah.
up there now? I think he
Yes.
has six. I
Yes.
think Kane has six. No, I think Messi has
Messi has
seven.
7.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mbappe has 7.
Is
Yeah.
Mbappe at 7 as well? Yeah. But
Holland might have also been at 7.
He was up there. It was
yeah,
6 or 7.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I think it's going to be England, and man, I can't even choose. France probably comes out ahead just because I think they're more talented up front in their goal scoring ability. But I wouldn't be surprised if Spain wins.
Yeah. Give me all the penalty kicks, dude. We'll both of them go penalty kicks.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Messi
Especially
can't
that's
since
score one of those. Messi can't score one of those.
I'll say, especially since like nobody seems to want to make penalty kicks this World Cup. So
yeah,
And
I've heard it both ways though. I've seen people that want, fresh people in the finals, something different, but also the France Argentina game was so epic in 2022. It's like, well, if we get
it
a rematch of
was
that, like, are we going to get the same magic? I don't think
no,
so because I think Argentina again is, even from the little that I've watched, it's not the same type of
no,
team they
definitely
were
not.
4 years ago.
I mean, dude, they had
It,
like a majestic run then
That
too,
time too, yeah.
because they lost their opener to Saudi Arabia
yeah,
in
they did.
2022, and we were like, oh God, they're trash, and then they went on this magic run. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting.
Maybe it's Spain's turn. They start off with a draw against Cape Verde and then go on their run. So
Exactly.
I will
Which,
see.
if you go back and look at that game, like I think Spain's XG was like 4 something. Like they were expected to score 4 goals, and it ended up a 0-0
Yeah.
draw.
Oh, dude, they took 27 shots. Like,
Just dominated Cape Verde. Just nothing would go in.
yeah,
Um,
Well, what is this stat? This is the first time the top four seeds have made the semis in how long? Apparently it's been a
60s,
very
I
long
think.
time. Okay, I thought I didn't want to quote it wrong, but I thought I remembered it being the 60s.
Hmm.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Like
Because to me
usually,
it seems like the dominant teams in this sport would maybe get there more often than that, but obviously not.
no, because you have like Cinderellas like Morocco in last
yeah,
World Cup, and then I think didn't Ghana make a crazy run one year? Like it's you have these like random countries that make runs like this. I mean, Croatia had a few years where they did it.
yeah. They
I,
went
I
to the
guess I guess
final
what
8 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess that's what I find fascinating though is that where everybody's regarding this as been overall been a pretty good World Cup, start to not finish yet, but as we've gone on, yet all the favorites still came out, which normally when that happens, people are like, oh, well, it
It's
wasn't that
just
good of a
chalk.
tournament. It's chalky, but that's not been the sentiment come out of this. I guess what's helped though is that all the stars have absolutely showed out. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody that was supposed to be anybody at this tournament has played their butts off.
And it also helps too that the games have been close, right? You haven't really seen any blowouts except
Yeah,
US, Belgium,
yeah,
in the
yeah,
knockout rounds, right? Like Cape Verde pushed freaking Argentina to extra time,
yeah.
and we're drawing in extra. Like they were going to go to
E-
penalties.
Egypt had them dead to rights.
Yeah, Egypt had them dead to rights. I mean, the Swiss. I mean, Switzerland looked better than Argentina until that red card. I mean, they've all been very close games. I mean, you even go and look at like Spain and France, like they had a few 1-0 wins in there. Like I mean, they dominated a few of them for sure, but Spain, Portugal, that was a close game. Like, I
Was it
know.
Yeah,
England, Mexico? Was that the one that was so crazy good?
That
that
was
one
an
was
unbelievable game.
insane. Yes.
Unbelievable game.
Yeah.
So you have
It's
matchups like
been
that that
it's
make it intriguing.
it's been good ones. Been good ones.
Yeah. Um, I know we touched on the MLB draft a little bit, but I think so the new the new rules haven't gone in effect yet. Correct me if I'm wrong with the
Hmm.
college athletes yet, but I think you're starting to see some of it. So for the first time ever, LSU with their incoming freshman class, they had six top 100 prospects make it to campus
Oh
after this
wow.
draft. Like there were guys that like every year I listen to podcasts where like this guy's not going to touch campus, and like four of them decided to withdraw their names and head to LSU. Like LSU has a roster problem now. Like they're going to have too many kids like on campus. Like they're going to have to cut some people, which is crazy. Which I
Good
thought
problem
was
to have.
interesting. Yeah. Um, and I also wanted to touch on one of LSU's signees. His name's Colby Stringer. He's a right-handed pitcher out of Mississippi. This kid is from this little podunk town in Mississippi. Never been to any showcases, never done anything, never even played baseball in his life. But he literally learned how to pitch on YouTube watching Trevor Bauer. And the dude's pumping like he's like pumping like 96, 97, and like has a
Golly.
disgusting curveball. Um, and so a lot like he had offers from all the big names across the country, and he ended up going with LSU. He ended up not taking the MLB route. But I thought that was a pretty cool story. Like this, just this kid, he's like obsessed with this Trevor Bauer like YouTube videos and like learned how to pitch from YouTube. And
So
now
is
is
he just posting TikToks? Like, how did he even get found?
so I guess he joined like their I guess he joined like their high school team. Like he's just this like no, like he was a no-name guy, and LSU got swept by Mississippi State, and Jay Johnson stopped in this little podunk town to talk to him. Um, yeah, it's a crazy story. He's from Foxworth, Mississippi. Colby Stringer. Um,
I mean, I'm taking a different approach here. If he's got that kind of gas and a disgusting off speed already, he also doesn't have the innings on his arm.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like he's
They're projecting to be a Friday night starter and a possible first round draft pick, like when he comes out of LSU.
yeah, but
Um,
like he doesn't have 12 years of travel ball on his arm.
yeah, it's crazy. He's the number he's the number 54 overall right-handed pitcher in the country. Like he wasn't a top 100 guy. He's 162 overall, but like never did like all the college tours or like all the travel ball stuff. Um, he bats in welding gloves. He throws in a barn and he struck out 570 batters.
6'3",
Like,
225.
yeah,
The big dude.
crazy.
That's interesting.
Foxworth, Mississippi is a town with a population of 523, where his team's bullpen is in a barn. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's interesting. I don't know
Yeah.
how their high school, athletic stuff goes. If they're obviously in Texas, that would be like a very much a 1A school.
Yes.
Could you imagine being a 1A team having to face 96?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they said he like as he started working a little bit with like people who knew what they were doing, he like started getting to like 97, 98, like just pumping
Jeez.
it.
Could you imagine just showing up to play like a
Ganado.
Woodsboro? Yeah, yeah, even Ganado. Like, there's just a
Yeah.
6'3" guy pumping 97 on the mound. You're used to facing 78.
Yeah.
So he said he calls them welding gloves, but they're actually driving gloves that he uses to hit with.
Driving
Yeah,
gloves.
like car driving gloves.
Dang. like talking about the bullpen at this high school. It's not a bullpen like what you have in the worst stadium you've been to. Ours is worse. Ours is definitely the
That's
worst
what
that
you
I've
want
ever
to hear.
seen. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But they say he's like a crazy hard worker. Like he's like a maniac on the mound. He just wants to get better. And
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to kind of follow his story. I thought it was pretty interesting.
I think
But
he's going to a good place for it.
yeah,
They should love him there.
I think the bullpen's going to be a little bit better in Baton Rouge than a barn.
Yeah, I think he'll be
Just a little.
Yeah.
surprising he didn't go to a. I mean, I feel like
So
I'm.
so so the reason he blew up, so I don't know if this is in the article or what, but so he blew up. So he was committed to like some small junior college that was giving him a free ride to go play baseball at a JUCO, and Southern Miss like offered him like a partial scholarship, and he pretty much said "F you" to Southern Miss and was like, "I'm going to the junior college. It's free." So like Southern Miss is a good baseball school, and
Very good
he's like
school.
screw you guys. This place is free. I'm going here. Um, and then he
Yeah.
blew up after that, and like he got offers from every major college program in the country.
Yeah. I mean, that's just surprising. If you're from that small of a town in Mississippi, you would think he'd be probably an Ole Miss or Mississippi State fan. So
Yeah,
Well, hell,
but
surprised
If
he
Southern Miss had just offered him a full scholarship, he might have gone to
probably
Southern
goes there.
Miss. Like,
true. But we talked about like the like for soccer, like all the expensive circuits and all this stuff. It just shows you like if your stuff plays, like somebody's gonna find you. Like
mhm,
if you're an unbelievable soccer player, some scout somewhere is gonna say, "Hey, let's take a chance on this kid." Just like in baseball, like I know for volleyball, for example, like a lot of these high schools, like if you don't play club volleyball, you're not making varsity. Well, if you're a badass, like you're gonna make varsity. Like it doesn't matter if you play club
yeah,
volleyball or not. Like there has to be a certain point where like if you're just that good, you have to play so we can have the best chance to win.
for
I'll tell you
sure.
right now, if you're pumping 96 to 98, somebody's taking notice.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It,
It don't
it,
matter what school you go to.
even if you're hitting the backstop every fourth pitch, they think they can fix you. If you're pumping 96, 98, somebody's gonna take you on.
yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. No, that's cool for him though.
Yeah, interesting story.
Shows anything's possible.
I'll never pump 78 or 97, 98. So not everything's possible.
I say I could probably pump
I
78, but
Yeah. I I don't know if
boys,
I could. I don't know if I could
yeah.
nowadays,
boy,
but
I I'm one good long toss away from tearing my elbow to shreds. So I don't even know how I'm gonna have to learn to throw lefty if I have kids one day because this right arm is not gonna hold up, man.
I
Done.
feel that.
Yep. That's all I got, guys. Y'all got anything else?
Yeah, just 100th episode next week.
Yep.
Gonna kick it off the right way, boys.
Right. Group of six.
Six
Little
weeks,
a little preview.
6 weeks.
Little college football preview starting
Yeah.
up. This is the time where stuff gets rolling, and I think next week is when SEC media days start as well. So,
Oh, let's see what type of BS all these coaches spill out of there.
oh, that's
Hmm.
exactly what it is. But
Let's see who Steve Sarkeesian goes after first.
I would imagine Lucas's boys probably going to catch a lot of heat from people.
uh,
I,
probably warranted. Yeah.
I would imagine Kiffin's going to catch a lot of the heat. But the good news is he's gonna fight back.
But the one thing I'll say, dude, like he's been at LSU for what 7, 8 months now. Like I think he legitimately has had like 3 press conferences. Like LSU fans have never really even heard him speak that much. Like legitimately, like
Hot
he went on
yogaing.
what's that?
He's been too busy with the hot yoga.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
guess. No, dude, the one thing I will say is I follow him on social media, like and on like Instagram. That dude literally is posting Instagram stories from the LSU offices at like 4:30 in the morning, and then like the next morning when I wake up, like I'm just getting ready, I see him on there as well. From the night before, he's there at like midnight. Like I don't know I don't know if he lives there or what, but he's at the football ops all the time, which is crazy. Um,
He
and then
is a
he,
psycho.
yeah, he is. Um, but he went on Tyrann Matthews' podcast. That's the only other time I've really even heard him speak as the LSU football coach, to be honest. But yeah,
I'm sure we'll hear him next week.
we absolutely will.
Oh yeah, should be electric.
So I figure, so we talked about it a little bit before the pod. So we'll probably do what, group of five first, or group of six now, and then ACC, Big Ten. I mean Big 12, Big Ten, SEC to end it, and then we'll make our picks for
Yep.
the stupid 12-team playoff.
And then we'll be at the Aer
Where Notre
Lingus kickoff. So,
where Notre Dame gets a free in,
hmm was it 9 home games?
and Sorsby or not, if you go look at Texas Tech's schedule, this is a little preview.
Soft.
They're winning the Big 12.
Soft.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, we'll get into it all. I'm so pumped.
all that rolling next week. So
It's gonna be freaking
start
awesome. Got to study
researching.
up. Got to
That's right.
study up about my freaking Ohio Bobcats and Toledo Rockets, man.
That's right. Don't forget about
That
the real
that
Bobcats, though, dude.
shoot. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah.
right. We appreciate everybody watching. Do you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Until next time, we'll see you next week.
See you.